Alright, so now didiscuss natin yung Bitcoin, as promised. Siguro utang ko na sa inyo 'to for 2 weeks or 3 weeks na. Sobrang pasensya na kasi hindi ko lang din alam how to start. Pero ayun, I was able to finish naman yung presentation and hopefully, matuto rin kayo and magkaroon din kayo ng idea how to invest, sa Bitcoin or soon other cryptocurrencies. So before I start, gusto ko munang i-inform na hindi ako investment guru. Baka kasi mamaya kung ano yung sabihin ko ay yung susundin ninyo. Well, it's not. So this is just sharing lang ng knowledge ko regarding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Siguro in other session, pwede ko siyang i-add. Pero right now, we're going to focus first sa Bitcoin. So, I recommend pa rin na perform pa rin kayo ng own independent research ninyo. Do your own due diligence when investing. And if in any case na kailangan nyo talaga ng tulong with regards to investing, then you may speak with a qualified investment professional para they can help you on how to manage your risk, how to assess kung kaya nyo ba talaga mag-invest sa ganitong type of investment vehicle. So, before I start, do you have any questions for me or what will be your expectations during the course of this discussion?
Ang sa akin, ang expect ko rito, maliban sa intro nga sa Bitcoin, is yung siguro yung proper setup niya, tulad na kung mag-press na nga kami. Tapos, hingi rin ako ng comparison sa kung ikaw ang mag-i-invest sa crypto versus doon versus sa insurance. Kasi sa insurance ko di ba may gano'n sila strategy para mag-grow yung pareho pala kami ni Yancy na sa Manulet na gano'n yung strategy nila for earning interest sa insurance namin.
Alright.
So kung comparison niya kung better ba na mag-rely doon o mas maganda rin na magkaroon kami ng independent na investment.
Alright. That's actually a good question kasi yung iba, inaano ka agad nila kinukonsider ka agad nila na, ay, may investment ako, I have VUL with an insurance company. Pero somewhat, kailangan mo rin tignan yung rate of return niya. If talaga bang ma-attain mo or ma-achieve mo yung certain target mo kapag ka umabot ka. Like for example, medium term, gusto mong kumita ng 10% of your investment. Kaya ba niyang gawin sa VUL? Or meron ba tayong a different vehicle na pwede natin gamitin to invest para ma-attain kaagad natin yung 10% in a shorter period of time. So, depende pa rin yan sa risk appetite. But later on, sige, if you have questions, hihimayin natin yan. But let's first focus on the Bitcoin. Okay?
Sige.
Alright. So, alright. So, introduction to Bitcoin. First, I would like to know, have you heard about Bitcoin? Anyone can answer.
Bitcoin. Kasi hindi ko alam kung ano. For what? Under form of currency lang din ang pagkakaintindi ko sa kanya before.
Other than that? Wala pa? Or should I say,
yung Bitcoin. Doon lang ako naging aware sa Bitcoin.
Okay. Pero for the past few years, hindi pa kayo familiar or hindi nyo pa siya naririnig talaga or talagang totally walang idea. It's okay lang naman kasi kaya nga natin siya i-discuss is for you to better understand kung saan ba ginagamit yung Bitcoin na to and why most people ngayon is raving to invest in a Bitcoin. Okay. So, thanks for your input, guys. So, first, before we jump into Bitcoin, i-discuss muna natin yung history ng medium of exchange. Kasi yung Bitcoin is a medium of exchange, but iba lang yung ano niya, yung component niya. And then iba lang din yung kanyang characteristics sa ibang medium like money. So let's start with first during para mga prehistoric period pa to, yung mga lumang tao, we have the barter. So this is the exchange of goods or services without using medium of exchange like money. So dati, 'di ba, ang barter natin is parang okay, isang kabayo kapalit ng isang kabang bigas. So ayun yung nagiging exchange of ano natin, of goods and services. Kaya lang wala tayong quote and quote na tinatawag na medium of exchange. Parang ngayong nangyayari ngayon sa pandemic natin. If you notice, meron tayong mga online barter. Have you heard about that? Yung mga
Yep.
pre-love
Oo.
things natin na pinagpapalit natin for foods. So, ganun yung nangyayari ngayon. So, even though wala siyang value, monetary value, pero you can exchange that good to a different goods na kailangan mo sa panghabang, not really panghabang buhay, pang essential goods, ika nga. So, that's barter. That's one of the medium of exchange before. So, palitan lang ng ganyan. Next, gold. Gold was long popular as a medium of exchange and store of value because it was inert, was convenient to move due to even small amounts of gold having considerable value and had a constant value. So, for gold, they say na ano to, na it symbolizes wealth and prosperity. So, if you notice dati mga panahon ng ng mga kings, gold is very precious to them. 'Di ba? Meron pa ngang mga nangyari sa nakasulat sa Bible, binili using gold, nagregalo using gold. Nagagamit din siya as mode or medium of exchange. Kasi you can buy anything using gold. Right now, parang jewelry. Pwede mo siyang isangla, 'di ba? Pwede mo siyang i-convert into cash or into peso. Depende kung saan mo siya gagamitin. But again, hindi pa rin siya ang isa sa mga differences or isa sa mga disadvantages of gold is yung transferability niya. Ikaw ba naman makapagdala ka ba ng gold bars just to buy car? Hindi naman, di ba? So ngayon,
Padala.
oh, so ngayon, ang nangyari, syempre napapaisip din ng tao, okay, at paano ba yung transferability natin? So dito siya lumabas yung tinatawag natin na money. So, money is an economic unit that functions as generally recognized medium of exchange for transactional purposes in an economy. It is anything that people use to buy goods and services. Money is what many people receive for selling their own things or service. Money is centralized and is regulated by the government. So, money, ito yung current and widely used medium of exchange sa ngayon. Lahat naman siguro tayo may money regardless if it's a bill or a coin. Ito rin yung sumagot dun sa mga issue regarding sa transferability ng barter. Same goes with gold. So ngayon, napakadali na magdala ng pera. You can buy anything using your money. And minsan napapaisip tayo, bakit ba may value ang pera knowing na ang pera is just a piece of paper? Ang sagot diyan, nabuo kasi yung trust ng mga tao because of money dahil it is issued by the government. So, ayun yung tinatawag na fiat currency. So, like for example, ang Philippine peso. Ang peso natin, ginagamit natin siya, widely used dito sa Philippines, pwede natin siyang ipambili ng anything. If you want to buy cellphone, if you want to buy essential goods, you are using your money. Pero, same goes with different countries like USA, they use USD. Japan, they are using yen. So, again, yung trust doon sa government, kaya nabuo ang money, and that's why we value money. Alright? If you have any questions while I'm discussing, don't hesitate to interrupt. Next.
Yep. Lang.
Alright. So, ATM cards. Ito na, nagkakaroon na tayo ng evolution from barter, naging gold, naging money. Now, nauso yung mga ATM cards. Debit cards and credit cards. So, an ATM card is a payment card or dedicated payment card issued by a financial institution which enables a customer to access automated teller machine or ATM. ATM cards are payment card size and style plastic cards with a magnetic stripe or a plastic smart card with a chip that contains unique card number and some security information such as the expiration date or the CBC. So dati, kung ginagamit natin ng credit ang peso pangbili, sinagot pa rin ito yung somewhat na quote-unquote naman na security. Kasi syempre like for example, you would like to transact 100,000 pesos. Parang dadali mo like for example from Metro Manila to Laguna. Iisipin mo yung travel mo, wala kang sasakyan, 'di ba? Parang okay, why should I bring money where pwede ko naman siyang i-store muna using my ATM cards and then I'm going to withdraw it pagdating ko ng Laguna. So, ganun yung naging help, naging palit din or naging transition din from a regular fiat currency or yung money natin to an ATM card. Next, digital money. So, ngayon siguro medyo familiar na kayo with digital money. So, this is anything or any means of payment that exists purely in electronic form. Digital money is not tangible like a peso bill or a coin. It is accounted for and transferred using computers or mobile devices. So, may mga gumagamit na siguro sa atin ng GCash, Paymaya, Coins, PH, when paying bills. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, parang yung evolution niya, meron tayong paper money na ngayon, we can pay our bills using digital money, using GCash, using Paymaya, PayPal, or kung ano mang available na payment system. So, ito naman is, we have to cash in. It's either from your bank account or money. Minsan, you can deposit from to a certain bank, papunta ng GCash mo just to fund your wallet. And then you can easily transact or pay or send money to whoever you wanted to send the money. That's digital money. Next, dito na ngayon yung another evolution we call virtual currencies. So, ano ba yung mga virtual currencies? It is unregulated, quote-unquote, unregulated digital currency that is only available in electronic form. It is stored and transacted only through designated software, mobile or computer applications, or through dedicated digital wallets. The transactions occur over the internet through secure dedicated networks. Virtual currency is considered to be a subset of digital currency group, which also includes cryptocurrencies, which exist within the blockchain network. So, eto na yon. Medyo nag-iiba na yung yung medium of exchange natin. Kung dati, from barter, naging gold, naging money, nag-go digital tayo, and now we have this virtual currencies. Ano ba yung mga type of virtual currencies na to? So, diyan lalabas yung yung mga nasa baba nakikita nyo sa pictures. Here you will see Bitcoin, you will see Litecoin, you will see XRP, you will see Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, Lumens or the Stellar, Zcash, and Bitcoin Cash. So, minsan iniisip nila, oh, nag-exist ba talaga yung mga coins na yan or yung mga token na yan? Well, it's not. Virtual nga eh. Alam mo yan? Digital siya na hindi somewhat nag-exist physically. So, minsan kasi naiisip na tao, I will buy Bitcoin. Akala nila it's a coin talaga. Na coin na may gold. Like what is being represented here in the picture. Pero hindi. It's mga naka-store lang siya on a certain server na siya rin yung nagpo-produce ng mga ledger para matrack and ma-confirm yung mga transaction na ginagawa within the network. So, ayun ang virtual currencies. So, here are some of the virtual currencies listed sa exchanges natin. We have the Cardano, we have the XRP or the Ripple, we have the Litecoin, we have the Ethereum, and then also the most dominant of all cryptocurrency and the most famous, it's the Bitcoin. So, what is Bitcoin? Ayan, na tayo. Tapos na siguro tayo dun sa primer. Hihimayin naman natin ngayon if what is Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is an innovative payment network and a kind of money. It uses peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authority or banks managing transactions. And the issuing of bitcoins is carried out collectively by the network. Bitcoin is open source. It is designed public. Nobody owns or controls Bitcoin, and everyone can take part. Through many of its unique properties, Bitcoin allows exciting uses that could not be covered by any previous payment system. Bitcoin offers the promise of lower transaction fees than traditional online payment mechanisms and is operated by decentralized authority unlike government issued currency. So, kung titingnan mo ang mga important words diyan sa Bitcoin na yan is innovative payment network and a new kind of money. So, um, ito yung ito yung parang money of the future, ika nga. For me, that's my opinion. Bitcoin is money of the future. Kasi it resolves yung iba-ibang problema when transferring assets or money, especially for cross borders. Later on, I'm going to discuss yung mga advantages and disadvantages of having a Bitcoin. Also, you have to take note na no central authority or banks ang involved dito. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? This is not managed by central bank gaya ng paggawa ng pera, yung paper money natin. Hindi rin siya minamanage ng bangko kung saan yung mga banks natin is ini-store yung mga data natin, mga personal data like um, mga name, birthday, address, so yung mga PIIs natin. Walang ganito sa Bitcoin. It's just a decentralized system na ang nakakakita ng transaction are public. So, kung magkagawa ka ng isang transaction, i-confirm muna nila, i-validate muna nila na you are holding this X amount of Bitcoin. And if yes, that's the only time na matatransfer, like for example, yung one Bitcoin mo from me to different person. Naka-record siya on a public ledger. And also, open source. Again, public. Nakalagay dyan. So, wala rin nagko-control since this is decentralized. Ano pa ba nandito? Lower transaction fees than traditional online payment mechanism. So, if you will notice, ang Bitcoin kasi, pagka magbabayad tayo, like for example, money transfer na lang. If you will transfer from the Philippines to Japan, may mga transaction fees yun which is minsan sobrang mahal. Unlike Bitcoin, you just have to pay for lower transaction fee. Ito yung mga network fees, which sometimes causes around 0.00001 dollars. So, minsan wala pang 3 piso, 2 piso, mas mura siya against dun sa mga bank transfers na ino-offer ng Western Union, ino-offer ng kung ano mang, ng MoneyGram, or anything na payment system or money transfer system. Question, guys? Goods? Nasusundan naman?
Yep.
Alright. So, advantages of Bitcoin. Siguro na-discuss ko na yung iba, pero I'm going to discuss it pa rin. So, one of the advantages of Bitcoin is anonymous and private. So, Bitcoin activities are totally indistinguishable and private, unlike in payments through bank, where transactions can be traced, named. Transactions of Bitcoins cannot be recognized. So, ba't sinabi ko kanina public, pero ba't sinasabi dito private? Kasi, yung anonymous and private, hindi mo siya ma-identify kung sino yung nag-send using their name. Ma-identify mo lang siya using their private keys, kung saan nanggaling, and then also with the public keys. Yun lang yung magiging transaction or yung ledger na yun yung transaction na masisave sa ledger. So like for example, ang magsasend ako ng money from my wallet to JM's wallet. Ang mangyayari nun, hindi lalabas yung pangalan ko once I successfully transferred X amount of Bitcoin. Ang lalabas lang doon is yung transaction history and then kung kanino wallet nang galing. It consists of parang, hindi ko lang sure kung ilang character siya, parang 256 bit kasi yan eh. Hindi ko sure kung gaano kahaba yung 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 keys na panggagalingan ng mga wallets na yun. Another advantages of having a Bitcoin, payment freedom. So paying through Bitcoins provide the utmost of freedom. Bitcoin can be transferred to any person in any part of the world. No intermediaries in between. No bank holidays or strikes. No boundaries or borders. No payment limit also. So ito yung sinolve ng Bitcoin, yung nabanggit ko rin kanina, yung cross-border transaction. So, minsan kasi 'di ba, pagka magta-transfer tayo ng pera, like for example, bangko sa Italy and then bangko dito sa Pilipinas, minsan hindi pwede. Kailangan pa natin gumamit ng bridge or parang i-wire transfer pa natin using a different provider. Well, dito sa Bitcoin, anywhere in the world you can transfer it as long as you have Bitcoin wallet. And then, for example, gusto mo i-cash in, you can do cash in. And also you can convert your Bitcoin to whatever currency you want. For example, nasa US ka, sinabi ko na, oy, pahinga naman nangiram pa sa akin ng, for example, 1 Bitcoin. I can send 1 Bitcoin from my wallet to your wallet kung nasa US ka. And then once you get the Bitcoin, you can convert it into US dollars. As easy as that. Hindi na natin kailangan ng approval from the banks. Hindi na natin kailangan maghintay ng business hours. At hindi na rin natin kailangan ng mga payment limit. Kasi minsan, may mga bangko kasi na limited lang yung amount of money na pwede mong ipadala dahil akala nila is money laundering. So that's one of the advantages, payment freedom. Another advantage of having a Bitcoin, minimum transaction cost. Na-mention ko na rin to kanina. So fund transactions through Bitcoin has very inexpensive and sometimes no charge at all. After all, everything depends on the person's priority. If a person wants his or her transaction prepared quick, she has to pay a transaction fee which is also very low as contrasted to any monetary agent or digital wallets. As mentioned earlier, minsan less than 3 pesos yata ang pagta-transfer, minsan less than 5. Kung gusto mo mapabilis, meron kasi may mga options doon on how fast you would like to transfer your Bitcoin. Minsan super fast, fast, parang medium, and then low. Mamimili ka lang doon. Pero syempre, kung gusto mo mas mabilis, you have to pay for additional fee. Mas mahal ng konti. Pero kung hindi naman kailangan ka agad, then you can choose the lowest transaction. Then, darating din naman siya. The fastest na transaction na na-experience ko for a Bitcoin, 15 minutes kaya niyang i-send and receive. Sometimes, umaabot ng mga 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Depende kasi doon sa approval, doon sa ledger, or yung mga dinadaanan niyang approval bago ma-confirm na it's indeed a legit Bitcoin transaction. Next, governments cannot take it away. So the value of some of the paper money suddenly becomes zero due to demonetization. Consumers lost their financial worth and credibility. In case of Bitcoins, the government cannot get back your Bitcoins as it is decentralized and no one has authority over it, but they can ban it. Still, your Bitcoins has some value in those places where it's still allowed, so it can be redeemed. So, ang term na kailangan nating tandaan is yung word demonetization. Ano ba yung word na demonetization? and bakit hindi pwedeng alisin ng government ang isang Bitcoin. Ang demonetization, sinearch ko rin kasi siya. So, may nangyaring demonetization sa India around 2016. Ang nangyari that time is yung 500 rupees and 1,000 rupees, all of the sudden, nawala ng value. So, yung may mga carrier or holder ng mga ganong currency, hindi na nila magagamit yung pera nila. So, since paper money or yung fiat currency, may control ang government, ayun yung isa sa mga sinolve ni Bitcoin. Sa Bitcoin, as long as you're holding your Bitcoin sa isang wallet, walang pwedeng umagaw niyan. Kasi ikaw lang ang nagmamanage ng sarili mong wallet. Unless otherwise your wallet is compromised, like hindi mo siya, kumbaga, na-share mo yung private key mo, malaki talaga ang chance na ma-compromise yung Bitcoin mo. But as long as you keep your private keys, quote-unquote private, or you are not sharing your private key, napakalabo na ma-hack yan. Question? Before I proceed?
And question,
Yep, go.
kung halimbawa, since decentralized yung diba, ang Bitcoin sa foreign currencies. So, ano yan, meron bang parang repository or storage ng kung, ano yan, sino nagpakontrol ng actual amount niya sa value niya?
Ikaw. Paano actual amount? Is it the number of Bitcoin na hinahawakan mo or yung value ng Bitcoin?
Value ng Bitcoin in
Value.
general.
Okay. So, currently sa circulation ngayon, ang Bitcoin na nasa circulation is 21 million. 21 million. Walang nagmamanage nun. Ang masakit kasi dito, mamaya madidiscuss ko yan, doon sa disadvantages ng Bitcoin. Yung sa question mo, yung as long na you're holding the Bitcoin, nasa sayo yan. As long na hindi mo sinishare hanggang hindi mo sinesend. For example, you have a wallet. If you're using, for example, Abra, you have Bitcoin, like for example, you have 1 Bitcoin, and nasa wallet mo siya, tapos you have the private key, and at the same time, alam mo yung recovery ng Abra wallet mo. Hindi pwedeng ma-transfer yan basta-basta nang hindi na-access yung Abra wallet mo. Yung wallet na yon is encrypted by a tawag doon yung phrase. Meron siyang phrase for recovery ng wallet. So you really have to keep the phrase. You have sometimes to write it down or store it doon sa place na alam mo na ikaw lang ay makakakuha. But the value of the Bitcoin, as long as it's in your wallet, walang pwedeng kumuha niyan unless otherwise isend mo or gamitin mo na pambayan. Nasagot ko ba?
Oo. Somewhat. Yung isa to yung kaya mo na 21 million yung
Nasa circulation. Yep.
Circulation yun, medyo, yun, it makes sense. Yung sa wallet, nadaanan natin mamaya yan, no?
Madadaanan yun. Kung hindi man, kung kailangan ng clarification, let me know. I'll answer it naman. So, another advantage, quick. Bitcoin deals are very quick compared to banking channels. A Bitcoin transaction is easy and fast like emails. Also, it can be immediately processed in certain conditions, like if there are zero confirmation transactions, which means that the merchant takes on the risk of receiving a transaction that hasn't been approved by the Bitcoin blockchain. So, ito yung similar dun sa na-discuss ko kanina, wala siyang intervention from the bank. So, mas mabilis talaga siya. I mean, limitless yung magiging transaction mo and also cross-border less. Information is secured. This feature may be the biggest advantage of Bitcoin. Even merchants cannot give the individual data of people participating in the transaction. Unlike credit card details which we need to submit while doing a purchase, Bitcoins don't require that. Credit card details are easily misused due to these kinds of actions. So information is secured. As mentioned earlier, you don't need to share your details like your name, your address, your birthday, the card number or anything pagka nakikipag-transact ka using Bitcoin. Naka-ano naman siya, naka-encrypt naman yan, yung data mo. Makikita lang nila dyan set of numbers, letters, pero they don't know who owns the Bitcoin. So, I can track kung sino may hawak ng X amount of Bitcoin. Makikita ko, pero hindi ko malalaman kung sino may hawak nun. Next, do not cause monetary inflation. So, this one reason why Bitcoin is designated as future finance. Usually, the central government can get currency printed as much as they want. When the economy is reducing down, it is not capable to pay off its national debt. The government orders to issue more currency and add it to the economy. This creates the value of currency to decrease as larger people have extra currency. Also, printing more notes produces inflation and increases cost of the commodity. Because in this situation, people are ready to pay for a particular commodity and sell, and the seller has to raise the price in order to get the sale. So, do not cause monetary inflation. So, alam naman natin ang inflation is yung buying power natin. Yung monetary inflation, na-resolve ni Bitcoin itong monetary inflation nung nagkaroon ng hyperinflation sa Argentina. 2016 or 2018, I guess, or until now, ang Venezuela is experiencing hyperinflation na umabot ng 800%. So, ang nangyari that time is since yung government kailangan nila magbayad ng utang-utang nila, nag-produce sila na nag-produce ng pera. Until such time na yung tao na may hawak ng konting pera is parang mas napilitan sila, parang nawalan na yung purchasing power sila. Lumit na lumit yung value ng pera nila. Kaya kung mapapansin mo, kung if you're going to check yung Venezuela, parang 1 million ang usapan doon. Even though you have a lot of money, 1 million, not sure kung ano yung currency nila sa Venezuela. Pero ang akala natin na 1 million is too much, pero hindi. Parang sinasabi nga doon sa Venezuela, parang mas mahal pa ang isang toilet paper kaysa isang bill. So, na-resolve to ng Bitcoin kasi, as what I mentioned earlier, sa buong mundo, ang nasi-circulate lang na Bitcoin is 21 million. Hindi na siya palalakihin, hindi na siya paliliitin. So, if you're holding, like for example, 1 Bitcoin, napakayaman mo na. Sabi nga nila if currently 21 million Bitcoin is currently on the circulation, you have to divide it by the number of people all around the world. Ayun ang dapat na ang amount ng Bitcoin na meron ng isang tao. So, I'm not sure kung ilang billion ang tao ngayon, pero parang somewhat nasa ang Bitcoin dapat is meron kang 0.025 or 0.025 Bitcoin per person. Ma-consider mo na somewhat wealthy ka na by that time. You can also generate your own money in Bitcoin. So, siguro narinig nyo na yung Bitcoin mining. May idea kayo or may mga kaibigan kayo nagbi-Bitcoin mining?
Dati.
Mm-hmm. Ito yung mga panahon na sobrang tumaas yung presyo ng ng mga video card, kasi gusto nila mag-mine, palakasan ng hash rate, halos nagkaubusan sa tawag dito, sa Gilmore ng video card because talaga nag-set up sila ng mga mining rig nila to generate money. So yun, this is one also of the advantages of having Bitcoin. Kung gusto mong kumita, you can simply use your computer as mining computer, or you can mine Bitcoin and then you can easily convert it into cash kung gusto mo lang. Of course, kung may advantage, may disadvantages din ng Bitcoin. So, isa sa mga disadvantages yung regulation. So, with Bitcoin's rise in popularity, it's no wonder that countries and governments want to control how cryptocurrency is used. Since Bitcoin transactions are anonymous, there's no way to track the sender, and recipient of funds only their wallet addresses. Ito yung nabanggit ko kanina. The cryptocurrency is often used for purchases of illegal goods and services. So, money heist, nakapanood kayo? Money heist, ginamit, di ba, ginamit niyo yung Bitcoin to buy, nakalimutan ko anong,
Mga armor nila.
mga armor or gamit. So, nagagamit siya sa dark web. Alam mo yun, yung Bitcoin. So, since mahirap siyang i-trace, wallet lang, hindi mo malalaman kung sino yung kung sinong parties na nagkakaroon ng transaction because it's private and at the same time walang way talaga to know who the person holding and owning this kind of transaction. So the legal status of Bitcoin differs from country to country. Some countries allow the usage and trade of Bitcoin while others have completely banned it. It's completely legal to use Bitcoin in most developed countries, including USA, Canada, UK, Western Europe, Australia, and Japan, but also in Turkey, South Africa, and most South American. China and India have some legal restrictions on the usage of Bitcoin, while in some countries, the cryptocurrency is completely prohibited. So, sa Philippines, I can say na wala pang mass adoption ang Bitcoin. Parang ano pa kasi siya, bata pa siya. Hindi pa siya sobrang ini-embrace ng tao. Hindi pa nila malaman ano bang ano bang makukuha ko kung meron akong Bitcoin. Hindi pa nila ini-embrace sa ngayon. But different countries, ina-accept na nila yan. Yung Bitcoin. I mean, may makikita ka siguro, I'm not sure kung meron na sa Japan. May nakapunta na sa inyo sa Japan? Wala pa. Parang alam ko they are using Bitcoin na. There are some stores using Bitcoin na sa Japan. Same goes sa US. Meron akong news na nabasa na Microsoft is accepting Bitcoin payments. So, masyado pa siyang bata sa ngayon. But in due time, once na we embrace yung potential ng Bitcoin, then pwede natin siyang magamit. But, of course, sa ngayon, disadvantage pa siya kasi may mga countries talaga na binaban and regulated pa siya. Sa Philippines, wala pa akong alam na gumagamit ng Bitcoin, pero may mga groups ako na nasalihan na nag-accept ng payment ng Bitcoin, especially for transacting pagka may mga bibilin. O siyempre, pa-send na lang 1 Bitcoin. Minsan sa sugal, pustahan, ginagamit din yan. 1 Bitcoin, sige, pusta, 1 Bitcoin. Send mo na lang sa wallet ko, ganito. So, yan siya. That's
Question, yeah.
All right, go.
So technically, si Bitcoin, pwede naman siyang ma-transfer into PHP anytime.
Yes.
Okay.
Basta yung wallet na gagamitin mo supports Bitcoin to PHP. There are wallets na hindi.
Okay.
Question? None? Should I go to the next slide na?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So, another thing is lack of support. A small loss will be like a total loss. The thing is, it cannot be recovered. Ito yung, siguro baka madadaanan ko to. The thing is, it cannot be recovered until and unless you have backup the wallet with the backup phrase code. This backup phrase can be utilized to revive the lost Bitcoin wallet balance. In case if you lost credit card, debit card, we can call trader to remove the card and request for a new one. But in case of Bitcoin, as it is quote-unquote decentralized and no one has authority over it, it's impossible to ask someone. So, Bitcoin mo, kargado mo. Kumbaga, kung nakalimutan mo yung passcode, yung passphrase mo, or yung sinasabi ko, yung passphrase mo, nakalimutan mo, hindi mo naisulat, or somewhat nawalan ka ng access dun sa wallet mo, goodbye na yun. Question?
Pwede naman siya transfer agad, halimbawa nandun sa Bitcoin, ita-transfer ko sa Gcash. Hindi ko i-stock dun sa Bitcoin, something like that.
Hindi mo siya pwedeng i-transfer to Gcash. May mga wallet tayo na pwedeng gamitin to convert Bitcoin to Philippine Peso. And then once
Pwede ba dun?
na-convert mo na siya into Philippine peso, then that's the only time that you can transfer it sa different wallet or digital currency like sa GCash.
Okay. Pwede dyan yung wallet. Ano ba to? Wallet something. App.
Anong klaseng wallet? Kasi sobrang dami ngayon ng wallet na lumalabas. Hindi ako familiar sa iba, but I'm gonna share something siguro. Later on, madadaanan ko rin yan. Question?
Coinbase wallet.
Ano pangalan ng wallet, Jem?
Coinbase wallet.
Coinbase. It's legit.
Okay.
Legit. Yeah. All right. Next. Continuing improvement. So Bitcoin software is with many unfinished features in ongoing development. New tools, highlights, and services are being produced to make Bitcoin more reliable, available, and easy to the crowds. Some of these, which started earlier, are still not active. Most Bitcoin businesses are brand new and still allow no insurance. So since medyo bata pa siya, it started 2008 nung nagawa ni Satoshi Nakamoto ang Bitcoin, pati yung kanyang use. So it's still a continuing improvement. So medyo bata pa siya, nasa 11 year pa lang niya ngayon or 12th year, but it's still improving. As long as many Bitcoin rig or mining, mas magiging faster yung transaction natin. Next is high volatility means high risk. So, Bitcoin, like other cryptocurrencies, can be very volatile at times. While volatility is important for traders as it creates profitable trading opportunities, extremely large volatility can also increase trading risks. When combined with leverage, high volatility can be especially dangerous. Traders needs to have strict risk management rules to control their losses when trading Bitcoin. So, dalawang aspect ang titignan natin dito. High volatility, tsaka yung high risk. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng high volatility? And paano ba natin siya ma-mitigate or paano ba natin siya masasakyan din at the same time to earn using Bitcoin? So, I'm gonna share muna. Ang price ng Bitcoin, 2008, is just started less than 1 cent. Parang 0.00008 dollar lang. 2008. And then, nag-peak ang Bitcoin late 2017. Alam mo kung magkano siya umabot? Do you have idea? From less than a dollar, US dollar. Any idea? Wild guess? Amount?
100K?
Nope.
10?
Lower. Higher than 10.
20.
Almost 20K. Yes, that's right. So, USD. That's right, Mel. USD. So, from less than $1 or less than $1, tumaas ang Bitcoin ng almost 20 US dollar if you're holding 1 Bitcoin. Ganun siyang ka-volatile. But if you invested doon sa startup ng business, yung mga sinasabi nilang, may Lamborghini na daw siya, ganito, totoo yun. Nangyari talaga sa US yun. Especially for those na naniwala sa Bitcoin. For those person na nag-invest and at the same time, they take advantage doon sa technology that is being represented sa kanila. Or presented sa kanila, not represented. Presented sa kanila. Ang unang Bitcoin transaction last 2008 ay nung may bumiling Bitcoin miner sa Papa John's in Florida. Alam nyo kung magkano binayad niya sa 2 box of pizza? Yung miner na yon nagbayad ng 10,000 Bitcoins. Imagine, if you're holding 10,000 Bitcoins, ang presyo ngayon, after 12 years, i-multiply mo ang 10,000 Bitcoins sa 11,000 US dollars. That's the price of 2 pizzas 12 years ago. Na ngayon is million US dollars or even billion US dollars. I'm not hyping, pero yep, I'm not hyping. If you would like to counter check din yan or check, kasi nagbasa rin naman ako, i-check niyo sa website ano ba yung first transaction sa Bitcoin. Well, ayun yun. Napakaswerte kung sino man may humawak nun and they holding that Bitcoin sa wallet nila. So dito na papasok yung how we should take advantage of investing, trading Bitcoin. Yung volatility niya, tsaka yung high risk niya. Sabi nga nila, high risk, high return. 'Di ba? Pero, high risk, malaki pa rin yung risk na malulugi ka. 'Di ba? So, dito natin kailangan namnamin kung is Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, kaya ko bang i-handle or i-manage yung ganitong losses in any case na malos ako. Kaya ko bang i-handle yung ganitong kalaking pera kung tama yung decision ko to invest. So, any question before I jump into the next slide?
Okay.
Goods. All right. So, should I buy Bitcoin? I need to ask. Kasi, apat lang tayo, bali 5 tayo ngayon. So, if you're interested to buy Bitcoin, then we can proceed. If not, then we have to stop the presentation.
Ako, yung kwento ko kanina, yung kahapon, may binili ako. Ethereum naman siya.
Okay.
Tawag dito, 1.7
Yep.
yung amount.
Mm-hmm.
So yun yung tinitingnan ko ngayon kung ano. Tapos dito sa sinasabi ko sa yung Coinbase wallet.
Yep.
Meron dito may option dito na Bitcoin.
Yep.
So dito rin ba bibili?
Yep.
Ever?
Didiscuss ko later yan.
Okay.
Para doon sa mga hindi pa familiar. Mel, familiar na? Ana, Yancy?
Kailangan ko ng konting discussion. Kasi sabi ni JM, di ba, sumali na siya sa Ethereum yung tawag sa group o Ethereum yung cryptocurrency?
Alright. Ethereum is one of the alternative coin na tinatawag. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency sa market.
So, yung ganun. So nag-invest ka ng 1.7 doon, JM. Naging aware ka ba kung ilang Ethereum yung hawak mo nung nag-invest ka?
Oo,
yes.
Point something. Ito, nandito.
Ngayon, yung kinompare mo na sa Coinbase, nag-match ba yung growth ng invest?
Hindi pa kasi, tawag dito. Simula kasi kahapon. Bali, 1.2 lang yung nabawas nang bumili ako ng, di ba, 1.7 yung niload ko din sa wallet. Tapos, bumili ako ng 0.03 na, ewan ko ba kung ilan ba yung, basta worth 1.2 na Ethereum, something like that. So, ngayon, may natira na 534 dun sa wallet ko, 500 pesos Tapos ngayon, nasa 600 na yung wallet ko. So, technically, kumita siya ng 60 pesos. Simula kahapon. Ng hapon. Wala pang 24 hours. So, titingnan ko
Okay. So,
paano yun? Parang once nabili mo siya, hindi ng asin.
sige, didiscuss ko later on.
Ano ba yung determine sa market na yung value?
Sige, I'll discuss.
Kasi kahapon may nagsali lang sa akin. So ngayon, kaya maganda to kasi mas matututukan ko din.
I'll discuss din. Siguro, let's proceed na rin. Para sa Q&A, mas masagot ko na sabay-sabay na rin. Okay, sige. Okay lang. So, if you're really planning to invest into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, so of course, there are things to consider before buying and investing to Bitcoin. Hindi lang porket kumikita yung ganitong cryptocurrency is mag-invest na kaagad tayo. So, ano-ano ba yung mga things na kailangan natin i-consider? So, number one, you have to consider financial fitness. Ano ba to? Meron ba tayong mga loans? May mga utang pa ba na kailangan bayaran? Do we have enough money ba to invest? Kasi some people nag invest sa stocks, nag invest sa Bitcoin, nag invest sa kung saan-saan, pero walang emergency fund, walang insurance, walang natitira sa pera. Kumbaga, wag nating gamitin, wag muna tayo mag-invest sa something if we feel na hindi pa talaga tayo capable na mag-invest sa ganito. Baka mamaya alos lahat ng pera mo nasa investment. What if malugi ka? 'Di ba? Ang hirap i-recover niyan. Ano mo 'yun? Mahirap palitan. Baka mamaya pati yung savings mo nagalaw mo na just to invest. Ayun pala palugi ka. So minsan naiisip mo, ay mali pala yung decision kung ba't ako nag-invest. So dapat yung i-invest natin is yung perang alam natin na hindi natin gagalawin.
Oo.
Yung perang alam natin na I can live without kahit na malugi yan or kumita yan. Ganon dapat yung mentality natin. Hindi yung, ay, bago akong sahod, dadagdag ako sa ganito. Hanggang sa nalugi na nalugi, parang doon pumapasok yung mentality na parang gusto mo kaagad makabawi. Na kapag ka nalugi ka, isasabihin mo, ay, para palang sugal to. Well, dapat, inalam mo na muna yung financial fitness mo. Kung talagang goods ka ba talaga mag-invest dito sa type of investment na to. Alright? So, for next, financial goals. Ano bang plano mo? Bakit ka nag-i-invest sa Bitcoin or any type of investment? Hawakan mo ba to medium term, long term? Or are you going to do a quick trade lang or yung chupet, quote and quote, for yung mga term namin sa trading. Chupet is a short trade. Parang quick profit lang siya na once tumaas, sell na tayo. So, yun. Ayun pa rin yung i-consider mo. Then, next is yung risk tolerance. May mga tao kasi na sobrang baba ng risk tolerance. Yung ma-loss lang sila ng, uy, nalugi na ako ng 1,000. Hindi ko na alam gagawin ko. Parang, alam mo yun, kailangan aralin mo rin yung risk and reward ratio. And at the same time, alam mo rin kung how much money are you willing to lose if you would like to invest on a certain investment vehicle. Like, for my example, may araw ako or not, siguro, may gusto akong stocks or gusto kong bumili ng Bitcoin. Ang projected ko dito sa charting, parang okay, possible na umabot na like for example ng 14,000 USD. Anong gagawin kong plano? Okay, I'm going to buy while it's currently at 11,000 USD. Tapos, once na it hit 14,000 USD, I'm gonna sell it. Or, kapag ka bumaba siya, like for example ng 10,000 USD, I'm going to sell it. Kasi, magka-cut loss na ako dahil hindi ko na kaya na malugi ako ng 1,000 USD at hindi natin alam kung gaano pa kalalim ang ibababa nito. So, it's how you also manage your risk. Parang, okay na sa akin matalo ng 10% sa in-invest ko. Like for example, na 100,000, willing ako na ma-loss ako ng 10%, I'm going to cut it. Pero I'm going to buy kapag ka-feeling ko or technical-wise, malaki na yung chance siyang mag-upside or umangat. Kailangan mo rin alamin yun. Diversification. Huwag tayo mag-i-invest lahat sa Bitcoin lang. Kasi pagka bumagsak ang Bitcoin, ang hirap maka-recover. As much as possible, if you have different investment, like you would like, sabi ni Mel kanina, may VUL siya, then go with the VUL. Ako, may VUL ako, may stock market ako. Currently, wala ako sa cryptocurrency kasi I pulled out my funds from crypto nung bumagsak yung market natin, mga around March. Kasi, ang feeling ko, malaki ang upside ng Philippine market once na matapos tong pandemic na to. It's about timing din and at the same time, i-diversify ko pa. Yung makukuha kong pera nitong parating is I'm planning to invest it naman. Babalik ko ng cryptocurrency. So yun lang. I have stocks, I have UL, I have insurance, and I also have itong tinatawag na cryptocurrency. I have to diversify para if anything happens dun sa isang investment ko, meron pa rin sumasalo na ibang investment ko na pwede mag-safeguard or mag-offset sa mga losses ko sa isang investment vehicle ko. Another thing to consider is knowledge and time. Hindi lang tayo basta buy and sell, buy and sell. Buy low, sell high, buy high, buy higher. Buy higher, sell highest. Something like that. Hindi dapat tayo ganun. Once we invested in something, we have to study it. Alamin natin ano ba itong Bitcoin, ano ba itong Ethereum, saan ba siya ginagamit. Hindi lang porket, uy, invest ka dito sa Ethereum, maganda to. Bakit? Hindi basta maganda to, magdalawang isip ka na. Kasi hindi mo alam eh. Parang, ba't ako iniinganyo nito na pumasok sa Ethereum eh? Ikaw nga hindi mo nga alam kung how Ethereum works. 'Di ba? Kasi different cryptocurrency, iba-iba ang characteristics niyan. Si Mel familiar sa BAT, yung Basic Attention Token using Brave. So, yung Brave na yon is a browser. Binablock niya yung mga advertisers. Wala kang advertisers na sa Brave using Brave. However, pwede mong i-select kung ano yung mga type of advertising na pwede lumabas sa'yo, and you can parang pwede mo siyang bigyan ng token yung mga contents creator. 'Di ba tayo sa YouTube, parang may porsyento na si content creator. Sa BAT, walang magrarun na advertisement dun sa certain platform na yon, pero as a viewer, meron akong BAT token na pwede kong ibigay dun sa content creator. Ayun yung reward system. And then every month, parang nabibigyan ka ng reward sa basic attention token eh. Depende na lang kung gaano mo siya katagal ginagamit. And then you can convert that basic attention token into Philippine peso. Tama, Mel? May Brave ka, di ba?
Bale may 24 pesos na ako.
Ayun. So, yun. Wala lang. Parang you're just browsing, pero, meron kang token. So, utility token kasi ang BAT, pero it's one type of cryptocurrency din.
For awareness lang na iba. So, nakakwento ko na kay Saji yun, yung Brave browsers. So, tulad na sabi ni Ed, pinablock ng Brave yung ads sa page mo on normally other page like RedTube, mga ganun. So, nabablock yung mga ads doon. Pero, ang sa kanya, ang ginagawa ng Brave is, nagpe-present siya ng non-intrusive ads. Yung mga para mga notifications lang. Tapos, yun lang yung form ng ad na makikita mo. Doon magkakaroon ka lang ng BAT or yung currency ng Brave pag nag-decide kang i-click yung ad na yun.
Yep.
So, non-intrusive, hindi siya
Distract.
affect sa browser mo. Tapos, yun. So far, kasi parang more than, siguro mag-isang taon ko palang ginagamit yung Brave. So, yun, sa kaka-browse ko lang, mabot ako ng 24 pesos. So, what more kung nag-click pa ako ng mga ads, no?
Ganon. Ayun kasi it's basic attention token or yung Brave is running in a blockchain network. So, decentralized siya. So, hindi gaya ng, for example, ang Google, hawak niya ang buong internet. Once na mag-collapse ang system niyan, bagsak lahat. Unlike, ito nga, decentralized. Pagka may isang node na bumagsak, hindi siya totally magko-collapse. That's how decentralization works. So, yun. Let's proceed. So, ito na tayo. Where and how can I buy Bitcoin? So, step 1, you have to choose and get a Bitcoin or crypto wallet. So, there are two types of Bitcoin wallet. We have the software wallet and then the hardware wallet. Software wallet has a website and a mobile application. Some software wallet offers wide range of services like buying loads, payment, buying game credits, and money remittances. the most popular software wallet in the Philippines is Coins, PH. So, yan. Crypto wallet yan. Kung may Coins PH kayo, kung yan dati pinambibili nyo lang ng load, may rebate kayo, pambayad, it's a cryptocurrency wallet. Punta lang kayo dun sa convert. May makikita kayo. You can convert your Philippine peso to Bitcoin. You can also convert it to XRP. You can convert it to Bitcoin Cash. And you can also convert it to Ethereum. However, hindi porket nagpasok ka, like for example, ng 10,000, i-convert mo siya into Bitcoin, automatic na 10,000 yung malilipat sa'yo. Mababawasan yan. Kasi meron niya mga fees when converting Bitcoin, peso to Bitcoin. Question? Wallets?
Ed,
Yep.
so yung bago tayo mag-meeting na to, nagtingin ako, nag-download ako ng Coinbase, Coins.ph, saka
Yep.
yung turn ko yung Uphold.
Mm.
Ito ba, pwede ka mag-transfer ng coins between wallets pag nasa loob ng phone mo?
Yes.
Pag nakakita sila?
Yes. You have to transfer Bitcoin to Bitcoin. So, kunyari, sa coins, nag-cash in ka using Palawan Express or 7-Eleven, nag-cash in ka. May 2% charge yata sila eh. Tapos, kunyari, may 10,000 ka na. Kinonvert mo yung 10,000 mo into Bitcoin. Punta ka lang doon sa convert to Bitcoin, then lalabas din yung number of Bitcoins na available sa'yo. And then, yung monetary equivalent niya, lalabas din doon. You will notice na magfa-fluctuate siya. Mag-up, down yan. Depende sa market condition. And then, if you want to transfer yung Bitcoin mo from coins, pwede mo siya i-transfer to Coinbase. Kunin mo lang yung meron doon transfer, tapos i-copy mo lang and paste yung Bitcoin wallet. Tawag dito? Yung parang key doon sa Coinbase. Ng Coinbase. Para pagka sinend mo, yun, makikita mo. Transaction, makikita mo yung sa blockchain.io. Doon mo makikita yung confirmation. Pagka na-verified na, tsaka malilipat yun sa Coinbase mo.
Pero sapat na ba ang isang wallet?
Ako, dalawang wallet ko. I have...
ano yan? Recommendation na mag-keep ng more than one wallet o preference mo lang?
Preference ko. Kasi ang coins kasi wala siyang connection sa bank. I mean, ano lang siya eh, ang cash in mo dyan using 7-Eleven, Palawan Express, Western Union, Mlulier. Nakalimutan ko na yung iba eh. So may mga merchants na pwede kang mag-cash in using Coins PH. I am using Abra. Papakita ko rin yan. So ito siya. So Coinbase, wallet din yan, and then Abra. So Abra naman, kaya ko siya pinili, ayun yung reason ko ba't ako nag-open ng Union Bank. Kasi with Union Bank, I can tie up yung Union Bank account ko to Abra. It's so unfortunate lang, a few months ago, parang diniscontinue ng Abra ang cash in using UBP. Kaya yun, parang naisip ko na parang, hassle na naman ang pagka-cash in. So, tsaka pagka-cash out. So, ayun din yung reason why I transferred to Philippine market muna. So, ito mga to, you can download it sa mga phone ninyo. So, select Coinbase, Abra, then you have to simply register na lang.
Okay, sige. Gets.
Sige. So, another is girlfriend ko.
Belated
So, ayun. So, another thing is tong hardware wallet. So, if may software wallet tayo, nakalagay sa computer natin or mobile devices natin, meron tayong tinatawag na hardware wallet. This is a special type of Bitcoin wallet which stores users' private keys. in a secure hardware device. The main principle behind hardware wallets is to provide isolation between the private keys and your easy-to-hack computer or smartphone. So example of this are Trezor and Ledger. I'm currently using Ledger. So, ano siya? USB type siya. Nasaan ba yung Ledger ko? Nandito yung Ledger ko eh. Ano siya? USB type na i-search nyo na lang, hindi ko mapakita yung picture. Ledger, ano siya? Ang gamit ko is Ledger Nano X. So, it can store up more than 200 cryptocurrencies. So, ayun. So, kung may wallet ako, kailangan mo na ng confirmation using ng hardware wallet ko para ma-kompleto yung transaction na yun. That's how it works. It's USB. You can connect it sa mga computer ninyo. Then, yun, you can manage your cryptocurrency, ganun. Ganun siya. Next. Ito pala yung picture. Sorry. Ito yung ledger, ito yung akin. Ganyan yung ledger ko. Then, ito yung Trezor. Isa. This one costs 5,000 pesos nung nabili ko.
So, ang main purpose lang niya is to, authenticate.
Yes.
So,
Tsaka hardware, nandiyan yung private key mo.
mm,
So, no one can really, intrude or walang pwedeng mag-compromise ng ng wallet mo if you have this ledger.
anong backup plan mo pag yung hardware wallet mo naman yung na-compromise?
Meron kang
Wala.
you can recover this. Pagka nawala yan, you can recover this using the passphrase.
Okay. Yun yung 24-word na passphrase.
Depende sa Depende. Sa ledger, nakalimutan ko kung ilang words. Abra 24 yata yung wallet ko, 24. Tapos ito, nakalimutan ko eh. You have to set it up sa simula. Tapos meron dong papel na you can write down yung code mo and then you can keep it.
Okay.
Kailangan lang talaga medyo hindi ka rendido kasi baka mamaya makalimutan mo. Saan mo na ilagay.
Depende kay Jed dyan, makakalimutin yun.
Yun lang. Pagka medyo madali kang makalimot, hindi siya advisable talaga. So, ayun, ako na i-share ko sa girlfriend ko yung isa. So, in any case na mawala, I hope nasa kanya pa rin yung copy.
Huwag mo lang awayin.
Wag lang awayin. Patay tayo dyan. So, ayun. Ito yung ledger, ito yung Trezor. Same lang siya, pero ayan. For me kasi mas maangas yung ledger. 5,600 yata ako nabili yung akin. Galing pang France. So, hindi ka pwede bumili ng second hand. At wag na wag kang bibili ng second hand. Kasi kapag nasa kanila yung private key or yung passphrase, pwede nilang ma-hack. Kasi, again, important yung passphrase. Next. So, after you created your wallet, you have to connect your wallet to a bank account or simply find your account. Some cryptocurrencies wallets require a debit card, credit card, or bank account in order to add fund into your wallet. Some wallets you can cash in or on any convenience stores like 7-Eleven and money remittances centers like Palawan Express, Pera Padala, M. Lulier, Cebuano Lulier. Fund your account using debit cards or credit cards, money transfer, or cash in via selected money remittances center. So, ayun, as what I've mentioned, may mga crypto wallets kasi na kailangan ng bangko. Coinbase, kailangan. Ang Abra, hindi kailangan. Tsaka CoinsPH, hindi kailangan. Kasi pwede silang 7-Eleven. So, after that, you can convert your fund into Bitcoin. Ito yung nabanggit ko kanina. So, using your fund, you can convert from fiat currency or PHP to BTC or vice versa. Other crypto wallets offer conversion to different cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Xripple, Litecoin, Tezos, Chainlink, etc. So, ito pa yung different cryptocurrency. But some wallet doesn't offer Tezos, Chainlink, yung CoinsPH, 4 lang yun eh. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Xripple, Bitcoin Cash, 4 lang. Pagkakaalam ko pagkakatanda ko.
Okay.
Next is, of course, kung gusto mo namang mag-invest sa different pairing kasi parang forex, 'di ba? Parang USD, PHD, US dollars again Philippine peso, yen versus dollar. Pwede kang sumali sa mga crypto exchange. So, Bitcoin exchanges are online marketplaces where you can trade Bitcoin for traditional currencies. Say Bitcoin for USD or Bitcoin for PHP. Just like when you go to make a purchase online, you have options. There's Shopee, Lazada, Amazon, Alibaba, to say nothing of millions of private retailers who use these websites to sell their products. The same is true for buying Bitcoin. Even when two exchanges trade the same cryptocurrencies, they usually offer slightly different services. Exchanges can vary in reputation, reliability, security, processing fee, exchange rates, and cryptocurrencies available for trading. As what I've mentioned, hindi lahat ng wallet or hindi lahat ng exchanges offers the same number of cryptocurrency. So, it depends sa inyo kung anong gusto ninyo and at the same time kung ano mas convenient sa inyo. Ano itong mga crypto exchanges na to? Binance. I'm using Binance as my crypto exchanges. I just opened Coinbase kasi medyo sabi ko parang let me try to open Coinbase. Parang tingnan ko lang yung difference kung ano mas marami exchange na pwede pag-tradean. PDAX, ano to? Philippine to. This is Philippine traded na Bitcoin exchange. So, medyo bata pa siya. So, you may open an account using PDAX. Again, depende sa preference niyo. And then, of course, yung nakatie up din sa CoinsPH, which is the Coins Pro. So, nandito yung mga website. You can simply visit the website and then check na lang yung mga available na exchanges. But for me, these four ang maganda and accepted, widely used sa Philippines. Conclusion. So, before investing, siguro na-mention ko na rin, alamin muna yung financial fitness. I'm not a guru. I'm not encouraging everyone na nandito sa session na to invest into Bitcoin. Pero if you feel or if you think na makakatulong to in building your wealth, then go ahead. Pag-aralang mabuti before investing. Don't just tawag dito, maniwala sa mga taong nag-offer ng too good to be true investment. Yung mga double your money na, oy, invest ka dito, gantong amount of money, yung mga guaranteed return, a big no-no sa amin. Ha?
Oh, bata pa ako nun eh. Bata pa ako nun yung M-Goldex.
Yep.
That 8 years ago, nag-invest ako doon. Wala na. Bye-bye 7.5.
Yep. Ako kasi, naging ko siya, not really passion, parang, naging ko siya, parang, gusto kong i-share yung mga somewhat na konting nalalaman ko. Kasi, yung iba parang, oy, Ed, okay ba yung ganito? Oy, Ed, okay ba yung ganito? Before I jump na into that kind of investment, talagang inaaral ko siya. So, nung I heard about a certain F word sa Ethereum, parang, it's a no-no kaagad ako. Parang ang dami. Pinsan, okay ba yung ganito? May nag-o-offer. Alam ko, nasa Bitcoin ka or ano. Sabi ko, no. Sinasabi ko agad hindi.
Ano yung F word? Yung Yung kahapon.
Yung Ethereum.
Oo, yung kahapon. Yung pera, bala siya.
Oo. Ayun. Ayun lang, that's my conclusion. And then, siguro, pagpipili na lang tayo ng mga wallets natin, make sure na madali yung validation kasi i-verify yung information ninyo eh. Sa wallet sa wallet. But not doon sa kung ikaw may hawak ng ganung Bitcoin. The wallet, kailangan ng validation. Pero yung pagkatinig na sa Bitcoin or sa blockchain network ng Bitcoin, hindi ma-identify kung ano. Wallet address lang ilalabas doon.
Si Tia Louie, yun yung yung F. Meron siyang friend.
Yep.
Freelance architect yata yun.
Yep.
Tapos, parang yun nga, nagpapa-join sila. Hindi pa ako umiinak hanggang ngayon kasi nga, nagdadalawang isip pa rin ako kasi unang-una, recruit system siya.
Yes.
So, 2000, ano na kagad yun? Pyramiding na.
Yes.
Yun.
Ano kasi din, isa pala sa mga i-add ko regarding cryptocurrency, hindi siya gaya ng stock market na may dividend na binibigay. Hindi siya gaya ng REIT, yung real estate investment, na binibigyan ka ng 4% yield. Hindi siya gaya ng mga retail bond or treasury bond na ina-offer ng government na may mga 4% return. So, hindi rin siya mutual fund na nagbibigay ng mga 4 to 6% like na ina-offer ng Pag-ibig. So, ang Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency, kikita ka lang dyan sa mga yan through capital appreciation lang. Kung magkano ang takbuhan sa market, ayun yung price niya. You don't need to recruit para kumita. Ayun ang ano ko dyan. Tsaka I make sure na I check it with Security Exchange Commission kung legit yung mga ganitong investment before I jump in. Yun lang. Ayun yung conclusion ko for that. And do you have any questions for me? Hindi ko pa siningit dito yung how to trade mismo, how to convert. Kasi gusto ko siyang ihiwalay. Gusto ko munang magkaroon kayo ng idea. Paano ba nag-work ang Bitcoin? Paano ba siya nabuo? Ano bang pros and cons nito? Paano ba ako magsisimula? And paano ba, or is it the right investment instrument para sa akin? Now, if you have question then, pwede mo na ba ito?
Yung, yung mga pinapost mo nakaraan na, di ba kunwari yung mga market analysis mo,
Mm-hmm.
anong, nun, monitor mo talaga yan o pag nakita mo lang, tapos pag natripan mo, doon mo lang ginagawa ng analysis?
Wait lang. Baka sa stock market yon yung pinapost ko. Yung sa stock market yan. Local stock market yan. But, kung it's similar din naman, may tinatawag na charting kasi dyan sa crypto. Same as local stock market. You have to identify if saan magandang mag-buy na area, you have to identify kung saan magandang mag-sell. So, hindi lang siya basta na, oy, may pera ako, convert na natin yung pera natin into Bitcoin. Like kanina, ay may nakachat ako na friend. Nagulat na lang ako na college friend ko siya, nabigla niya akong piniem. Tinanong niya sa akin, Ed, anong tingin mo sa XRP, X-Ripple? Tapos tinanong na, sinabi ko, ngayon kasi medyo mahal. Umabot siya ng 16 pesos yata kaninang hapon. And then mga around 2 p.m., around 3, parang bumaba ulit siya ng mga around 14 to 13 pesos. So, ganun siya ka-volatile na in just a blink of an eye, pwedeng maubos or pwedeng mabawasan yung investment mo. But if you know when to enter or when to exit, ayun yung kailangang aralin. Meron kasing mga tao na tinatawag na mga traders na FOMO. I don't know if you heard that word. Yung fear of missing out. FOMO. Ayan yung kung kailan tumataas na, tsaka sila bumibili. Where in fact, yung mga nakabili na sa baba, they are ready to unload their shares. So, kaya, minsan pagka nag-peak na, ibenta na natin pababa yung mga naipon natin nung mura pa, edi lumilit, bumababa yung presyo. So, you have to consider yung yung supply and demand pa din ng market. So, siguro habang tahimik ang Bitcoin ngayon, maingay na naman ang crypto world. Kasi nagtaasan na naman, nagugulat ako sa mga group na sinalihan ko, like yung Abra users, pati sa mga crypto na, oy, ang iingay na naman nila. Tapos yung mga bago na ng mga recruits. Well, in fact, dapat, nung medyo tahimik pa, doon na lang nag-invest. If you're going to check yung punta kayo sa coinmarketcap.com. Doon yung makikita yung prices and charts ng Bitcoin. So, last 2017, umakit siya ng around 20,000 USD. Pero alam nyo ba na around early 2020, I guess, or late 2019, bumaba ang Bitcoin ng 3,500 USD. So, come to think of it, if you invested during the peak, nakabili ka like for example ng 10,000 worth ng Bitcoin noong 2017, ang laki na ng lugi mo ngayon. Hindi ka pa nakakabawi. Kasi that time, nasa 20,000 eh. Ngayon, mga 18, 19,000. Ngayon, nasa 11,500 na lang yata. So, yun lang. It's about timing and also knowledge din when to enter and when to exit.
Kuya, may question ako.
Okay.
Nag-sign up ako sa First Metrosec.
Okay.
So, it's a different one, diba?
Yes, it's a different. Local burst ang First Metrosec. I'm using BPI Trade as my broker for local stock market.
Okay.
Pero kung
Hindi naman mo kumang bumili ngayon, di ba? For First Metro, for local stock markets.
For me, medyo negative news yung mga lumalabas. Especially kapag babay tayo ng ECQ, ang Metro Manila. Pagka nagsarado na naman yung mga business, so medyo not good. It's, siguro, wag ka mo nang, again, ayoko mag-recommend, but if you could wait until mag-stabilize yung market natin. Kasi ngayon, sobrang pabagsak eh. Nasa around 5,900 ang index natin. So, yung mga blue chips natin, yung mga heavyweights like Ayala, like SM, talagang pabagsak eh. BDO, bagsak siya. Pero, kung iisipin mo, kung mag-invest ka into tranche, I guess this is the best time to accumulate habang mura.
I mean, maganda lang mag-invest. Magpasok muna. Pero yung mag-buy, hindi mo na.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Question sa crypto. Information overload ba?
Tama lang din yung pacing.
Okay. I can, kung makapag-decide na kayo which platform ang i-open ninyo, maybe I can set up a new meeting para magkaroon kayo ng idea kung paano siya gawin. Paano mag-trade, paano mag-transfer. Mas gusto ko sana na i-share ko sa inyo yung actual. May hawak akong dalawang phone, ito, magta-transfer ako from this one to this one, di ba? Ganon siya. Para makita niyo, ganun pala mag-transfer. Kung gusto mo, pagka naglagay ako ng fund, Mel, pwede akong mag-test. Para malaman mo rin kung, ganun pala yung pagta-transfer using Bitcoin. Tsaka, isa pa pala sa mahalagang bagay na kailangan natin tandaan pagka sa cryptocurrency. I-make sure natin kung anong wallet ang pagta-transfer natin. Like for example, Bitcoin to Bitcoin lang. Hindi pwedeng Bitcoin to XRP.
So, kailangan may convert mo pa?
Yes, ganoon ang mangyayari. Kasi minsan, ang nangyayari, ba't di dumarating? Pagka tinanong, maling wallet yung nabigay mo sa akin. So, mawawala yung Bitcoin mo. So, dapat...
Goods ako sa next session tungkol sa isa ganyan na.
Sige.
Since nakapag-start na rin ako eh.
Yep. Pero yon, if you can browse through yung mga sites na binigay ko, like yung sa PDAX, yung sa Coinbase, yun, if you feel na, sige, masubukan ka, no harm naman in signing up naman eh. And then, I guess, merong parang virtual na pwede kang gamitin just to see how the money grows or how the money na malugi. So, ayun. Question?
Ako all good.
Yep, good din ako.
Oo. Goods.
Goods? Wala na?
Minsan bagsak lang to na question. Ito ko pa sink. Walang panulak.
Sinasabi ko eh.
So ayan guys, if you don't have any question, and thank you. So Bitcoin, that's how it works. So hopefully nagkaroon na kayo ng idea, and then if it's a good investment for you and it fits your financial goal, then go. If not, then
Next slide, kuya.
wala na.
Continuation kung paano.
Paano ba? Wala kasi paano ba? Sige, I'll stop muna yung